Hi there, my name is Jamal Khan. I'm a senior tax partner at Churchill Tax. Today we're talking about HMRC investigations. We're continuing our talk, and today's main topic is Code of Practice 9 or COP 9 investigations, also known as Contractual Disclosure Facility or CDF. They're interchangeable names. Now, if you receive one of these, or one of your clients, for the advisors or accountants that are watching this video, if your client receives one of this, every alarm bell in the office should be going off, because this is very, very serious and can potentially mean your client go to prison or get prosecuted. So, and at what time HMRC will issue this? This is usually issued by HMRC's Fraud Investigation Service, which is a dedicated unit, and they suspect serious and deliberate fraud. Very, very serious matters. If you receive this, you need to seek specialist advice. HMRC do not issue COP 9s or CDFs every now and then. They will investigate the person for, say, 6 months before they open a COP 9. It's a very tight process. So a lot of resources are dedicated by HMRC before they issue a Code of Practice 9 investigation to somebody. They would have got a big file on the person. They would have investigated his assets, his income, his sources of income, his number of cars, relations, transactions with people, how many people they're connected with. A lot of research is done before they issue this. So if you receive this and you think, oh no, they must have made a mistake. No, they haven't made a mistake. HMRC very rarely make mistakes on this. So what the process of a Code of Practice 9 is, they will offer you contractual disclosure facility, which means if you, they will come say to you, we know that you have been involved in fraud, but we're not going to tell you exactly what you've been doing. It is we are giving you the opportunity to come to us and tell us everything that you've done wrong. Which is a bit unfair, but anyway, I take the point that they give us the opportunity, and that if you take that opportunity seriously, you get immunity from prosecution. Okay, so if you tell them everything that you've done wrong, and they will keep their cards close to chest, and if you tell them everything that you've done wrong and you pay the tax, they will say, okay, we will not prosecute you. So the process starts by this. Initial letter comes in, and they give you the opportunity, the offer letter, to make an outline disclosure and to accept. So that's part one. The second part is this is something that you need to do, or your advisor, your specialist advisor. If you haven't got a specialist advisor who specializes in these investigations, you do not go to him. Go to somebody who is specialist in Code of Practice 9s, because otherwise it'll cost you a lot more in tax and fees and hassle and penalties. So you need to prepare an outline disclosure. This goes over a couple of pages, but in bullet points we outline effectively what the tax irregularities, or where you've been involved in tax fraud, or what you've done. We don't need to put too much detail. You don't need to put any numbers in. A lot of people start putting calculations and numbers in. No, you have 90 days from the date of HMRC's initial letter. So this needs to be done in 90 days. 90 days or 60 days or whatever. I think it's 90 days. But anyway, and once you've I think it's 60 days. But anyway, I'll double check. You prepare the report and you submit it, and HMRC then come back to you if they will accept that disclosure, outline disclosure. It's very serious. You have to take it very seriously, because if they reject it, then you're on to prosecution. They're on to prosecution, so you need to be very careful. So once they accept it, then we have a meeting, which goes on for 3-4 hours, where the client has, or the taxpayer has to be present, and then you start agreeing a milestone agreement in terms of what information is to be sent to HMRC, and then you do a report. You're commissioning the report. So the report it's a very extensive report. It needs to include all the information, the background of the person, the sources of income, what happened, and how much tax needs to be paid. And if HMRC accept that report, you are free. You will have to pay some penalties, of course. Usually these are deliberate penalties, which is fine. But if you do not cooperate, or if you give more false information, or if you give false documents, then prosecution and prison. And we've seen that happening to many people, because during the course of a COP9 investigation or a CDF investigation, they still lie to HMRC, they still give wrong information, they still give fake invoices, fake letters, fake documents. And I've seen a lot of people go to prison. But we have managed to get a lot of people out of prison, because we usually get cases that have gone really bad. And everything is on fire when it comes to us, and we speak to HMRC, we calm them down, and we get them out of trouble. Thank you very much.